You can get paid for using AI. You can get paid for using ChatGPT. I'm going to show you exactly how. If you're not familiar with my channel, my name is Arlan. 10 years ago, I was homeless. Today, I have invested in more than 200 companies, and I make millions of dollars for myself and other people. And I teach you how to make money for yourself online and how to do it fast and how to do it practically. So, I'm going to give you a list of things and ways that you can make money using practical AI. So there are a lot of ways to make money using AI. You've probably seen 100 of them. But there are some practical ways that'll get you there fast and that'll get you there a little easier than taking years and years to learn how to use this. And AI is changing every single day by the minute. So these are more tried and true. These will outlast new platforms, new versions. How many times have you seen ChatGPT change their number? 5.1, 5.2, and on. It's like iPhone. And that's good. That means it's getting better and better and better at serving, at doing what we need. But it can also be a little confusing or a little like, you have whiplash. So I'm going to show you some things here. Everything that I list here, you can actually do this over time. You'll be able to use this over the next 2 years rather than the next 2 weeks. Okay. So I want you to take notes if you can. You're going to want to rewind, pause, and really use this as a guide for yourself. So the first thing you're going to do, the first three I'm going to show you about, tell you about, are going to have to do with just you using it for yourself and that helping you make money. Okay. The first way is you're going to use ChatGPT to help you create sales copy, the words that go on your sales pages. So whether you use something like Stan Store, which is what I use, STAN, Stan Store, that is like a simple page that has your products. I love that. It's like for digital products, for virtual things, not physical. Whether it's that or your own sales page, which I'll show you how to do in a second here, how to make that within, I don't know, 10 minutes. Okay. Um, Whether it's that, you need the words on the page to do a lot of the selling for you. So a lot of times we don't think about that. It's not just the product that the sales page is promoting. It's the actual psychology of the buyer that it is thinking through, like your copy, your words are thinking through. You know how they say have a copywriter? That's because they write copy. So when you're building these sales pages, the words and the order of the words and the phrasing, all of it is important because each little step, each little choice of word could mean the difference between someone pressing that button to buy or not, or wanting more information or getting on a call with you, etc. So ChatGPT helps you really narrow this down. And the better it works is you use ChatGPT, especially if you get a version that is paid, so it can get to know you over time in a major way. And then it'll help you so much better. You'll notice that the outputs are so much better when it knows you well. So that's one way to do it. So you might pay $20 for 30 days to use ChatGPT, but you could make a lot more than that because of the outputs that it gives you. Another way you're going to use AI is you're going to use AI to brainstorm some quick $7 to $20 tool, something, one or more that you can sell that is within your niche. Now, you might be saying, I don't know what my niche is. ChatGPT can help you with that as well. But you can, once you know it, and that part's kind of the easier part, honestly, you can then just brainstorm inexhaustibly forever and ever. What kind of tool can I make that costs between $7 and $20 that is an online tool, usually an AI tool, that my target audience would benefit from? And then once it gives you like 10 or 20 or 50 ideas, you select one or two, you go back and forth with it, you ask for more information, you tweak it to your what you know to be true. You're not going to just take its answer. You're going to like tweak it and work with it. And then you'll say something like, "Great, give me the prompt that I would need in order to make this." And when I say make this, what I mean is again going back to that Lovable. Like I love using Lovable. Lovable is a platform where you can spin up pages, landing pages, sales pages, tools, dashboards, all sorts of things. And you could say to it, give me the prompt that I need to spin that up. Then you go over to Lovable, you put that prompt in. Let me just show you so that I don't have to describe it to you. You go into Lovable, and I say that and then I don't have it. Right? So this is Lovable. You can look on the screen now. I'm going to be posting it here. This is the front of Lovable. It's just a platform. Like ChatGPT is a platform, it's a platform. If you can use ChatGPT, you can use Lovable. And what's fun about it is that it gives you, it's the same energy that you put into ChatGPT makes a lot more happen in front of your eyes, right? Like obviously ChatGPT is the GOAT. It's doing everything behind the scenes, but this happens in front of your eyes. So I always show like a demonstration of a prompt, but to be honest with you, I have my own tools. So I'm not going to just come up with a prompt. I'm going to, while we're talking, I'm going to have a prompt going on in the background so that you can see what I mean. So I'm going to say, let's see if I can find something. Okay, so I'm using my Arlan's AI Consulting OS, which I'm not showing you on the screen right now, but I am going to copy one of the many prompts that's in this and other things that I have. And this one is for an AI consultant sales page. I'm just going to copy what I have here, pushed one button. I'm going to come back to Lovable where you are, and I'm going to paste it. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to press the button. Normally, I would type in a couple of things that were more customized, like consultant name, etc. But I'm just going to do this. And this is a long, long, long prompt that I have created for you inside of Arlen's AI Consultant OS operating system. And I'm just going to let that go in the background while I talk to you about this. So when we're back over here on ChatGPT, you can say something like, I am, and now it may talk to me because it knows me, but you can say, I am brainstorming a a $7 to $20 AI tool that will benefit my, I'll just say my clients so that it won't do what it thinks I should do. My clients' customers. She runs a daycare in uh, Texas. Okay. Give me 10 ideas that would make sense. All right. That's just a simple prompt. I always have all these other prompts, but that's what you do. You're doing this right now. It's helping you. And you're not going to stop here. That's why it's going to help you make money. Okay. So right now it just took 2 seconds and it came up with this. In the background, we have a whole Lovable site being built. This is all AI, right? This is what it can do for you. So it says number one is option is daily child summary generator. What does that mean? Parents love this. Teacher inputs quick bullets like their meals, naps, mood, activities. AI turns it into a warm, readable daily report, optional tone toggle, and that's what you would sell to the parent. Very interesting. So the client would sell that to the parent. Okay. Toddler incident report assistant. Now this would be for the place itself. This is really interesting, and it gives you pictures to give you an idea of what they're talking about. Weekly lesson planner generator. Ages. Okay, so let's say I wanted to do this one. Let's say I just wanted to do this for whatever. And I said, okay, this is great. I can put this on my Stan store that I talked to you about earlier. I'm going to say, create the ultimate prompt for Lovable prompt for making this tool that is ready to use. So I'm just going to make the tool itself, and I just pasted their ID. And I'm going a little slow here because my laptop is getting a little hot. But I just asked for the prompt to make the tool. So now we've been talking for a couple of minutes. I chose one of three. Maybe there are 20, there are 10 more ideas. There are 20 more ideas, and I'm going to find the one I really like. Now it has a prompt. So I'm going to just take this from here. And when it stops there, it'll stop here. I'm going to wait till it stops. I'm going to go over here and look at my Lovable that's already being built. And it's cranking over here. Love that. I'm going over here. Okay. So I'm going to copy this, all of this. Haven't even read it. Now, you should read it. You should decide, but you can get started and you can always edit. So I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to open a second lovable page and we'll see if my laptop can handle all this. And I'm just going to paste it in there. So it's going to be going too. Okay. So what do I mean? So once I get that, look over here in my stand store, right? My stand store is this page. And it has, I'm going on tour, so it has my tickets to New York City, Atlanta, Washington, D.C. It has now Your First Million Live in LA in April of 2026. I have all these tickets. But lower than that, I have Prompt Shop in a Box and all these things. But look what I have. I have the Instagram caption generator, an AI tool. And how much is it? $17. Normally 39, scratched out because Stan lets you do that. So I click on that. It tells me a little bit about it. And here's a real interesting thing that you can do. Add an order bump. So someone clicks on this for a low price. This could even be $7, right? They're like, yeah, I don't have to make a big decision about this. I'm going to try it. I want to do Instagram caption generator. That's amazing. I want to see that. Then they're here and they're like, what is a YouTube OS video operating system for 99, normally 2,500? Let me go ahead and click that, and that adds it to the order. So right now, without it clicked, it's $17. If I were to click that, or the customer does, it's now 116. And a lot of people, in my case, 20 to 50% of people add something on when I do an order bump. So you're now making more. So the reason you would go through this whole process is because you're getting to this end point, right? You're getting to the point. And not only do they buy this, but now they get to see if it works for them. If they love it, they're going to come back and want more. A percentage of your audience is going to come back and want more. So let's see what this has built for us. This is the sales page that's being built, I believe. And then this one is the little learner's plans. And that's going. Okay. So we'll see how long that takes. You see how I mean, I could stop the video right now and I've already shown you something that you can go and do, implement it right now, be off to the races. Now, I teach you all of this and I give you prompts and I, help you guide you in this in my free membership, Your First 5K. If you go to the link in the description, the link is there. You just join Your First 5K, and in the classroom, you'll see an AI section, you'll see a stance, you'll see all kinds of stuff in there. And then, yes, I have some upsells that are like the actual operating systems for these different things, but I teach you for free. And the community is there. Everybody can help you. There are almost 10,000 people in there. So it's really, really awesome. Okay. So then that's just the beginning because we have all these things being built in the back. Then this could be in addition to that or separately, because you don't want to get overwhelmed. You want to just choose one of these things. Like that alone is a great process. But you could also say, well, I have a school. If you have a school, like a lot of people do now, you could use ChatGPT to help you optimize your school. So, or come up with your school if you don't have one. School is a community platform. It's like Facebook, but you can monetize it. So and it's really community based, even though it's called school, even more so than Facebook, in my opinion. So what you can do is you can say, okay, what should it be called? And then what should the about page say? And how should what should my first 7 posts be? And how often should I post? And you can just use ChatGPT as your guide, as your assistant, as your guru. So look, let's see how it's doing. And I, by the way, didn't tell it any colors or any design information. You can get all of that fixed. So this is that AI consultant sales page that I said, because I just used the one that I sell, a prompt. And that's where people are like, why would people buy a prompt? Well, a prompt is a sentence or a page or a paragraph that tells AI what to do. And I could have just said, make me this and seen what it would do, and it would have done a good job. But now it knows exactly what I want. So look what it did. It made this. Now that I would never have these colors, but I didn't give it any instruction there. But look, Now it took maybe 7 minutes to do that. Maybe 7 minutes. And all I have to do is just change the color. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to come over to this other one and show you. So that's a sales page that you could just get whipped up. You can either link it to your stand store or to your school or to your PayPal link or to your, you can either link it and it just goes to another page, or you could say, tell it, hey, integrate Stripe. I want to integrate Stripe, or I want to integrate PayPal. So what I'll say is make this black background with purple gradient and pink font. And I'll have that doing that for now. I'll go over here to the little learner's plans. This is that tool that we built that's going to be between $7 and $20. Look at this. Okay, so Lesson Sprout, it gave it a name. Weekly plans for early childhood. Because we got the ultimate prompt from ChatGPT. Look how important prompts are. I sell prompts. I sell prompts in bulk, but I'm still showing you how to get it for free on ChatGPT because there's an unlimited number of ways you can use prompts. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't hurt me or stop me from making money to tell you, just go do it for free. Just go do it for free. Now, if you want to have more than 100 of them pre-made for you, the way that I do them and, tested and all that, then you can get Prompt Shop in a box. And if you want to have the GPT that makes wonderful, and there's nothing, so no such thing as perfect, but makes wonderful prompts, then you can get it. But this is what I'm saying. You can do this now with no money. ChatGPT has a free version. Now, I know that it does cost money to have a lovable page, but you could do this manually. So let's say you didn't want to get lovable because you can't afford the $20 for the first 30 days. That's okay. Do it a different way. Do you have access to like a PDF, something where you can make a PDF or a page? Can you type something out? Can you write something out and hand it to somebody? I mean, I have been homeless, I have been broke, and I still found a way. I'm not saying, let me say this a different way. There are different levels to that. There are different circumstances. So I'm not saying that because I could do it, you can. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that sometimes we don't think through alternative ways to make something happen. That there's always a way, in my opinion. Okay. So anyway, let's see what it did. So it says create a week of joyful learning in seconds. Save 30 to 60 minutes. No more staring at blank pages. Developmentally appropriate and Texas aligned. Look at that. So create your plan. Age group. I'm going to say early preschool, 2 to 3 years old. Weekly theme. Animals and just one animals. Okay. And then it says classroom constraints, limited supplies, and short attention span, of course. And then I'm not going to put any special notes. I'm going to see what it says if it's already working. Sometimes they don't work yet, but oh my God, it works already. Wow. Here's your weekly plan. Boom. Print plan or generate another. So think about this. Somebody comes to your page and this is just with one prompt. So you haven't even tweaked it. You haven't even optimized it yet. Okay. So somebody comes to your comes to your page and it doesn't look like this. They go to your stand store, right? And they buy this whatever tool and the tool costs $25 or 17 or 10 or 5. And it's targeted towards your audience. They buy it, they get an email that links them to this, and then they can use it, and it's immediately helpful to a daycare owner. And this is literally just one of the 10 first round of choices ChatGPT gave, and we did that in less than 20 minutes. We did that in such little time. Because we were also doing other stuff at the same time. Look at this. It's changed the colors because it's doing what I've asked it to. I can go even further and say change the font to be more modern, make this look more unique. These are just a few sentences here and there. And the better the prompt, meaning the sentence, the question, the paragraph, the page that you put, the words that you put into an AI platform, prompt is what that means, the better the output. That excites me. I kind of want to just sell this to people who have daycares and who are babysitters because It's so good. And it took no time. So even if you had just those things, you would be off to the races. I'm going to give you more. I'm going to give you more because I want you to use this video as a reference. So you probably are already thinking through at least one idea. And if you're not, if you haven't been able to come up with the idea, you know, oh, let me go to free chat GPT and see if it'll help. And go to my free membership, Your First 5K, so that you can get my training. You get my 5-day challenge, which everybody's loving. And then you also get the community and you get me. I'm in there every single day. You get the community that's like, oh, I had this win. I sold this. I did this or I learned that. You know, it's really fun. Now, there are no guarantees of how much money you can make because I can't make any guarantees, especially here on YouTube. But I can tell you that so many people have made money and it's a lot of fun and it's really fulfilling. Yesterday, a group of, was it five or I think it was five, a group of 5 women in my membership met up in Toronto at a restaurant and spoke for 4+ hours and just had a great time. And they put their pictures up in Your First 5K. So if you go to Your First 5K and join, you'll see their pictures. One of them even created, I think it was Steph, she even created a guide, like a PDF that shows you how to do your own meetup because someone asked, because Rain asked, said, hey, how did you do that? Like, what are some tips for me? So she's like, oh, instead of just responding to you, I'll make a whole PDF that anybody in the membership can use to show you how to meet up with people in person. So good. So good. So that's a really good reason to go. Now, I'm going to give you some more ideas. Do you want more ideas? Let me know in the comments. I know we haven't done any comments yet, call to action, but I want to ask you because I always love having a conversation with you. This is like really a highlight of my day is having this conversation with you. Um, so far, has this been eye-opening to you? Is this exciting to you? Is this inspiring you to do something? Let's use a code word to say you made it to this point. I'm going to say the word tour, T-O-U-R, tour, because I'm going to New York, to Atlanta, and to DC in January of 2026. If you see this before I reach that town and you are there, come out and see me. The tickets are available in the description or the pinned comment on my stand store. And if you see this after January, head over to Your First Million Live in April 2026 in Los Angeles. And if you see it past then you probably will be able to see a future Your First Million Live or other cities that I'm going to be in. So check it out. Okay, so if you're ready, say the word tour, T-O-U-R, if you've already gotten something from this video. Say that in the comments right now for me. Also, make sure you're subscribed. Yesterday, somebody commented and said, Arlan, I'm glad you reminded me because I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed to your channel. It always pops up on my homepage, so I thought I was subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed because it really helps me out. It helps me get in front of more people. And then it helps you see all of my videos and make sure you get a notification. You can push that bell button, bell icon too that help you. Now, if you're ready to go further, if you want even more ideas, because I have more for you, say, I'm ready to hear more ideas from you. Say, I'm ready to hear more ideas. If you're ready, if you're going to hang with me for the rest of this video. I wanted this video to be incredibly valuable to you. I wanted you to be able to use it even if you had no money, and I wanted you to be able to use it fast. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, so here's more. So the next one you can do, and this is more for like what you sell to other people. So you can sell done for you services. So those were like tools, little tools you could sell that passive, which is awesome. But you can also sell done for you services. So you can use ChatGPT, Claude. Claude is a really cool AI platform for writing. It's really good for writing. The writing is even better than ChatGPT, to be honest. So you can use that to write the newsletters, blog posts, LinkedIn posts, Substack posts, YouTube scripts, etc. for busy founders or for busy ... for busy doctors, for busy plumbers, for busy people that you hone in on and you say, you know what? I'm going to do this for them, hand them the scripts, hand them the posts, hand them the things that I know they need in order to sell their service. And you get paid by them because you make it convenient for them. You make it easy for them. You make it fast for them. Convenience, speed, ease. Does this make sense? Let me know. Anytime you hear one that is very particularly interesting to you, let me know in the comments. So use ChatGPT and maybe even Claude if you want to. Another one is short form video repurposing. This one's fun. This one's fun. Some people have been doing this for a while, but it's under the radar for a lot of us. And this is something you can do right now. This is something I pay someone a lot of money every month to do for me. So what you do is you take an AI tool like Opus Clip, and you turn long videos or podcasts into TikToks, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts with one type of video, a short video, like a vertical short video. And the way you do this is you get a client, like you go to the person, you say, look, you have a lot of great long form videos. These are awesome. I can help you get clips of these. Like for every one video you have, or let's say for every 2 minutes of video you have, I can make one clip on average. And then you say it's going to be like $29. It'll be, per clip or whatever. Because, the people who do this manually, who actually edit it, they charge between $50 and $80 per clip. So they charge a good amount of money. So you want to charge less because you are not going to be doing that editor's craft. If that makes sense. So you charge $10, $20, maybe less, right? A bundle. So you could say, look, I'll do 30 of these per month for you over 4 videos, something like that, right? For $300. And you say, okay, how do I do that? Well, you just take their video, if it's unlisted on YouTube, or if it's public on YouTube, or if they have the file for you, which they probably will give you. You go to Opus Clip. You upload the video, or you put that link to the video. Again, it has to be published or unlisted. You put that into Opus Clip. You press a button twice, once to put it in and the second to generate. You give it about 10 minutes. You come back to it. It has generated 10 to 20 clips for you. Now what you do, this is what makes it go the extra step, is first you knew about this, and most people don't. That's why people would pay you. The second is most people would just take that clip and just put it somewhere and slap it somewhere. You have editing tools in Opus Clip. So you can change the way the captions look, or you can make something more optimized or trim it. You're going to really look at these videos and say, what would help this person? Not just, I'm going to hand you a bunch of videos real fast. So you've been paid $300. It takes you maybe an hour, 2, 3 hours. Let's say it takes you 3 hours total to do the work that is the $300. It's $100 an hour. And the rest of the time, you're optimizing your own sales and marketing. And guess what you could do? You could use clips to promote your clip service. I'm telling you, people are like, how did you go from being homeless to making all this money? Because I just think of this stuff constantly. I think about it constantly. It's not difficult. It's not like rocket science. It's just that so many of us have been kept away from this information for far too long. So I'm just going to tell you everything. Now, here's another one. This is a little bit more advanced, but there are a lot of people who have already done the other things that I've mentioned, and they want a little more advanced. So don't get frustrated in this part of the video if this isn't resonating with you. Instead, think about the things you can do or you want to do or that interest you, and then you'll go to the next one. So this one is custom GPTs and AI agents for specific niches, okay? So this one is you build a custom GPT in ChatGPT. Let's say it's for people who do real estate, or people who are coaches or consultants or lawyers or HR teams, higher paying. And you sell that access to the GPT for $29 to $99 or even more, depending on what it actually does. Or you could have it bundled into your membership. Let's say you have a school membership for real estate agents. And as part of your marketing, you mention, hey, not only do you get the community, the training, the this, the that, I have a custom GPT that is worth $1,000 that is included in your $100 a month membership or your $9.99 membership. It's included. And all the numbers that I'm saying can go up or down. But the custom GPT part is the simple part. If you're saying to yourself, that sounds good, but how do you make a custom GPT? Guess what? I teach you for free exactly how to make a custom GPT. I walk you through step by step inside of your first 5K. Go into the classroom. If you're already in, just go to the classroom, scroll all the way down to AI for business or business AI. And in there, I teach you how to make a custom GPT. And then once you take that 30-minute, 40-minute course, you can make GPTs from that point on. And then you can make as many as you want and sell as many as you want. I don't know about you, but I feel like empowered, knowing that I have all of these different options. Say the word empowered in the chat if you feel empowered in the comments. And make sure you're subscribed. Did you subscribe when I said to earlier? Or did you skip ahead and not hear that? The next thing, if you're ready for the next thing, let me know. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time with this. The next thing is, and this is something you've probably heard of already, but maybe you hadn't thought of it in a while, is you use AI to help create a resume or LinkedIn optimization. Now, a lot of people still use resumes. I know it sounds weird, but people do because we just want to know what you've done. So people are still sending resumes all day long, along with their LinkedIn pages, along with their videos, along with their automation. So you can help rewrite people's resumes and rewrite their LinkedIn pages for optimization. Now, you say to yourself, well, couldn't they just go to ChatGPT and do that? Yes, they sure could. But most people won't do it. Most people won't or don't know how to optimize. If they knew how, they might have already done it. You see what I'm saying? They're not paying as close attention to the stuff as you are. And what you're doing is you're saying, you could even say to them, look, like I just did earlier, you could say, look, I can even tell you how to do it. I can tell you, or I can give you this PDF that walks you through how to do it yourself. And that costs $20. Or I can do it for you and that costs $100. Or that costs $200 or $300, right? Does that make sense? Like you don't have to pretend that you have some sort of magic machine that no one else has access to. You can give people options. Like I'm giving you the option. He is free. I'm telling you everything. If you want it done faster, more convenient, and higher quality, so that it's faster and better, then you can pay me $99, get my prop shop in a box, or pay me $99 and get my Stan OS or YouTube OS or Lovable OS or AI. I have a new one. It's called the AI Consultant OS, which shows a beginner how to be an AI consultant, which is actually on this list. How to be an AI consultant. You may not think you can because you're like, I'm a beginner, but that is exactly what that does. So that's why you can do any of this for free. Anybody could take any amount of time and build what I have built with AI. That's the beauty of it. But most will not. And therefore, your customers are ready for you because they don't want to do it themselves. Please do my LinkedIn optimization because what I'm doing isn't working, is how they will think. Another way is a lead magnet to a paid upsell. Now, if you may not know what a lead magnet is, I'm going to tell you really briefly. A lead magnet is simply a free gift, a freebie. It can be a PDF, a guide, a template, prompts. It can be a video, a course. It can be kind of almost anything that's easy to deliver, like a virtual thing. Anything that you would pay for can be a lead magnet, essentially. It could be a membership. And you use it as this magnet. Leads are people who are potentially going to buy from you. So you're holding a magnet and you're bringing them in so that they come closer to you. And then once they're there, they get to see, oh, was this thing that they offered to me valuable to me? Did it help me? And if it helped them, they are very likely to want to know what else you have available. So then you can email with them because usually you give a lead magnet in exchange for something like an email, or you have it where you can just reach them again. And some of them will come back and actually pay for it. And a lot of times in your lead magnet itself, the PDF, the course, you'll put a link to the paid thing. So you don't even have to nurture them in email sequence necessarily, meaning you may, like, it's really good to continue emailing them and letting them know more about you and your services. But if you put your link inside of the lead magnet, you may even get a sale because someone just saw it and they're like, yeah, this is good stuff. I want that next step. Let me buy it. So what you could do is use AI to create a lead magnet, create a quiz, an audit, a calculator, an assessment. Look, let's go back here and let's say that instead of selling this for, and a lead magnet can be for sale, by the way, but for our purposes, let's say instead of selling this, it's so pretty. Instead of selling this for $17, what if we use it as a lead magnet? And on our Stan store, another feature, which, and again, I teach you about Stan. I have a full course. It's a 8 hour, no, 6 hour, 8 hour, 6 hour course. And I have the entire dashboard from beginning to end, everything you need to make your Stan store. So if you want that, there's links below, all kinds of stuff. Um, but let's say instead of this costing this amount of money, it was more like one of the free lead magnets that I have on my Stan store, which is like this. Get my GPT. All you do is put your name, your email address, your phone number, you answer a few questions, and you get instant access. I have thousands of people who have signed up for this over the past few months. Thousands of people. And let's say when they get this, instead of it being this custom GPT, they're getting it so that they're doing this so they can receive this. So when you get an email on Stan, I mean, you get an order on Stan, you can have it email a link, and the link, let's say it links to this instead of it being paid. So now you have their email address and their contact information, and they've even answered some questions that help you, like current annual revenue from your business the last 12 months. How valuable is that for me to know from thousands of people? And how valuable is it for me to know what their biggest constraint is? Because then I can just make more products for them based on, oh, maybe I was wrong about it, what it is. I'm actually getting to survey people. So let's say they receive this and they're like, this is so cool. Like, this was free. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then here, instead of just here, I'm going to say, watch, add a yellow banner that says, uh, get my, get Arlen's daycare super bundle for just, get Arlen's daycare super bundle for just $99. And then I'm going to add that. So that'll add a banner here. And then after I say that prompt, what I'll say is, okay, now make it link to, and then I'll link it to my Stan store product. Are you following? Does this make sense? You have all this power. So now it's done it. It has done it in those few seconds. Get Arlen's Daycare Super Bundle for $99. Then I'll just say, link that to stan.store/Arlen. And by the way, you've seen this for a while. If you're wondering what the QR code is, it's for people who are on TV. I know a lot, 30% of my audience watches my videos on a television. And so I know sometimes it's hard for you to go get links. So this links you to your first 5K. Makes it real simple for you with your phone. Just put your phone up to it, or just hold your phone up, get it, put your finger, if you have a smartphone, put your finger where the scan is. It'll bring up a yellow link and you click on that link. So now let's check this out. Click, boom, and now it works. Takes me right to where I want people to buy. And this is a free lead magnet now. We've just turned that into a free lead magnet instead of something people have to pay for. And the important part there is that people probably would have paid for it. You want your free lead magnet to be something that people would have paid for. That's how you know it's a good one. Do you want more? Do you want even more ideas? Let me know in the comments. Even more ideas. Okay, so I have another idea for you, which is an AI powered research and summary. This was really cool. You go on ChatGPT, you use the deep research feature. ChatGPT has this crazy feature that very few people that I know use, and it is a game changer. Okay, so go here to ChatGPT, click on the plus sign, and you just click on deep research. And then you ask it to do something. Research daycares in the US and the business models that work best. And then it's going to ask you clarifying questions because it's doing deep research. Could you clarify? So instead of doing all this, I'm just going to say, one, are you looking for successful? I'm saying both. Real simple. Both. Two, do you want information on in-home versus yes? Yes, I do. Really simple. Are you focused on profitability, scalability, pricing, da da da? All. And then four, should I prioritize examples from Texas or nationwide? Let's say Texas. And I'm going to press return. And it says, cool, I got you. It's going to go away for 15, 20 minutes tops. So we won't even get it in this video probably. But it's going to go off and it's going to create like this magnum opus. It's going to create like a 30-page research paper for you, give you all the information, give you links. And you take that and you either use it to help you promote, help you reach the right people, help you do that, or you put that report into something like Lovable. You turn it into, this is a dynamic website, or this is a 30-page PDF, or this, I'm going to go to Canva and use Canva's AI to create some beautiful output. And you sell it to the person. You sell it to people who want to start a daycare, people who already have a daycare, people whose daycare is not doing well. This will give them information. People who are students who are learning about business, learning about like they're business students, like they're in their 20s or 30s or even higher, and they're learning about things, and you have this for them. Why wouldn't they do it on their own? Some people don't know that they can do it. Some people don't want to do it. Some people don't want to they don't have the time or the interest. You're making things faster, more convenient, and easier. Okay? The next one is you're going to do their email marketing setup for somebody. Now, all of this, again, if you're thinking, okay, this sounds good to do this for someone, but I don't know if I can do this. I don't know what to do next. I have my AI Consultant OS, which is a website that I built on Lovable. And what it is like every single step in the process that you need. Learning about it has a full training. Actually, what really happened is today we reached 1,000 plus. Well, we've already had 1,000 plus people in Prompt Shop in a Box, but we reached 1,000 who are actually on the site, who are in the community. There are probably 1,200 who have purchased it. And to celebrate, I took my AI Consulting OS. And by the way, if you're watching this much of the video, I really think it's for you because I didn't want to mention it early on because that's too many people who might not really need it, right? But it's my AI Consultant OS, which is, I give you everything from, okay, how do I learn about, what do I do? What are the steps? Training from me and Nicole McCain, training from other people, third party. And then we give you the tools. So I give you all of the tools, every step of the way. Okay, how do I find clients? Okay, great. What do I say to clients when I find them? What sort of documents should I give them to kick things off? How do I give them proposals? What do I do? Like, how do I actually do this thing? We've decided that they need XYZ. How do I do it? Show you exactly how to do it. And I give you a tool that gives you all the copy that you need to do it, all the prompts you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really, really cool. And then I combine that with, and that's normally about $200 and that's discounted, but it's normally 200. And then I combine that with $300 worth of training. The training side of it on its own costs $300. So today, because we reached 1,000 people in Prompt Shop in a Box, I did a bundle sale and that I'm doing that I'll extend to you since you watched this much of the video. And you can get all of that for $99. It's normally 500. So very, very cool. But what it does is it lets you do this. It like puts the business, all the business side of it. It gives you all of that, which is really awesome. Okay, so then another thing you do is that email marketing setup. So you can use AI to write welcome sequences, the abandoned cart flows, like in Stan, if you have an abandoned cart, like somebody goes to your page but they don't buy anything, you can actually do a whole email sequence. Did you know this? You can do an entire email sequence that says, "Hey, did you forget something?" And then a day later it says, "Hey, were you still interested in this?" Right? So it brings back some of the people and it works. Percentage of the people come back and they're like, "You know what? I got distracted," or "You know what? I will take a second look." And you could actually help people, your clients, write these email abandoned cart flows. So what you do is you say, "Look, I'm going to help you set up your stand store so you can sell more." So you help them set it up and then you help them fill out all their email sequence stuff because I teach you how to do it, right? You see what I'm saying? Like you help them do that. And then you say, "Look, make sure you get the $100 a month version because that's going to be the most robust. We're now going to do abandoned cart sequence. And I'm going to just do it for you. And you can read it. You can always look at it and see if you like it and tweak it if you need to, but I'm going to do it for you." So you spend what, 10, 20 hours that week. Somebody paid you 500, 1,000 bucks to do it. And then they go off and they make their money back. Okay, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. Here's another one, prompt products. So I sell prompts all day long. I've sold thousands and thousands of prompts. You see how good my prompts are, and that's not even me working on them. That's just me just like getting halfway there. What I do is I spend another hour, 2, 3 days really perfecting the prompt, and then I give you that prompt. So what you could do is you could set up and package high quality prompts, either from me or just by doing the work for free on ChatGPT. And they have a specific outcome, like a sales call, or ads, or scripting, or onboarding, or making sales pages, or whatever it is. And then you sell that. You sell the prompts as a PDF. You sell it as a Notion. You sell it as a custom GPT that just cranks them out. You sell them inside communities, inside school. You sell those. And again, if you want the exact strategy, the exact step by step, how do I actually do that? How do I sell prompts for $3, 10, 20, 100? That's in Prompt Shop in a Box. I know I have a bunch of stuff. I'm not telling you to use them all. I'm saying whatever is interesting to you, there is a solution for it. There is a product for it. Here's another one, local business automation. This is one that is like, I don't know how many people are making money off of this, like so many, but they're usually like young dudes. I'm being honest with you, like usually young guys doing this. So you need to do it. I'm not saying you're not young or a dude, but you need to do this too. Set up AI chatbots to help them with booking, with FAQs, with reviews, lead capture. I have a voice chat on my one of my websites. I have a typing voice chat. It does customer service for you 24/7. It took me maybe 3 to 5 hours to set up. I have to do maybe an hour of maintenance every couple of weeks. That was just for me, and that helped me make money because customers who are more informed buy, right? But you could set that up for somebody else's page because they're like, "I don't want to go and learn how to do that." 11 Labs, what is that? And you just learn what 11 Labs is and how you can make sure that they're paying for the usage. Don't pay for their usage unless you want to. Anything that I'm saying that you're not familiar with, you can learn it in a day. Learn it in a day. Let me know in the comments if you're feeling this. Let me know if you're what you're going to do too. And then the last one really is AI consulting in general and a lightweight, not super technical. Remember, I said my AI consultant OS is for beginners. This is for people like you who just watched this one video and you're like, yeah, I can help people and I'm willing to learn. Sure. That's what it's for. And if you are already technically inclined, because I do ask that question when you get into Prop Shop in a Box, and about 20% of people say they're intermediate, and maybe 5% say they're advanced. So 75% say that they are a beginner. So if you're in that 25% that are intermediate or advanced, you're going to do 10 times as good as well as somebody else. So you just take it and you just, go even further and you'll be able to recognize that it's really amazing. All these things that I'm mentioning to you, all the OSs that I have in my suite. So I hope that you use this for free, this free information, and you do something with it. It's now in your hands. You have to do something, whether you buy from me or not. Like I have the store and the supplies, but you can go out there and do this DIY. You can do this yourself. Okay? Um, Whether you do it yourself or with my help, I want you to do it. That's the goal. That's the point. That's what I need you to do. Now, remember, if you want to go to your first 5K, you get into that for free and you get a bunch of AI training in there, in addition to other things, but you get a bunch of AI training, lots of sales training that'll help you like sell all this stuff. All of it's free. All the stuff I just mentioned in your first 5K is free. And then the rest of it is an upsell, $99 here and there. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye.